move into a previous story as the U.S. State Department approves a potential sale of ammunition to Nigeria. We have with us for this discussion Darlington Umoru. He's a security analyst. Darlington, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Let me go right ahead and ask, how do we assess what these strategic armaments that, do they meet Nigeria's immediate needs is the question.
Well, I think that's one of the things the Defense Security Cooperation Agency actually said, that these armaments are meant to meet Nigeria's immediate. It will increase the capability and capacity of the Nigeria's military strength to fight against terrorism right now and also in the future. But again, let's understand that for now, it's just an approval of the proposal. It's not as if the deal has been concluded. Even the amount quoted, the $346 million, like the DSC actually said, could even get lower at the end of the day when the whole of the deal would have been streamlined. But it's a good development. What we are seeing now means that Nigeria has gone through all the treaties in ECOWAS and satisfied those of the UN that will enable her acquire this armament to tackle this high level of insecurity the country has suffered, for several years now. And the three military contractors that are going to supply these wares are actually about the best in the world. For instance, the RTX is the world's second largest military company in amongst its contemporaries. You also have a BAE Systems, which is a British national company with headquarters in London. That's about it's actually the largest in Europe. And then Lockheed is also there that will provide the aircraft, missile space, launchers, and defense system. And so we are in good hands. We are not having issues with agents. We are not talking about agents now that are not properly licensed to either sell or help Nigeria back. You recall some time ago, an agency from one of the our neighboring countries that was contracted, whom we didn't even know, didn't have the license to, buy these weapons. Had to be paid so much money, and at the end of the day, Nigeria started pursuing that money. It took us several years.
Now,
one advantage in all of this.
Darlington,
Yes.
I was going to ask another question, if you don't mind. Do forgive me, but in the past we have purchased with nothing to show for it. How can this be any different?
You're actually right. For instance, when we got the Tucanos, the 12 Tucanos from this same America, they came with conditionalities, which was like a handicap. We got the Tucanos, yet we could not deploy them in certain areas, where it mattered most, until Nigeria had to take certain matters to the court, where bandits were not declared terrorists. And so that allowed the nation to be able to deploy the Tucanos against whether the bandits or the terrorists. When we talk about terrorism, what comes to mind immediately is actually ISWAP and Boko Haram, not minding the fact that even those who refer to as bandits, just to differentiate between them, are also terrorists. And so I'm sure these heavy weapons this time haven't gone through all of what we've been going through, particularly with the interest of peace by Europe and America on the continent of Africa. We've not known, they've not actually told us that the deal has not been finalized. It's only when the deal is concluded we'll be able to know whether they're attaching conditionalities to the application of this armament. For now, it's still open, because even the price quoted is not the final price, because the DSC actually said that the price will get lower if at the end of the day, considering the value of the dollar also, the deal is eventually concluded. Yes, right now we cannot tell whether there will be conditionalities attached as far how to deploy them and where not to deploy them.